All right, and welcome to the Collins on the Rocks podcast. I'm your host, Collins. Very different look right now because we are playing a game delay. I don't know. There is something cuckoo bananas going on with these cameras these days, and I don't know what's going on. But we do have a guest today, and I feel so grateful. I feel so humble. Uh, we have Minnie Portable on the podcast. Uh, I was counting up all of your followers on all of your social media, and it is close to 190K.
For all of social media?
Yeah, for all of social media.
I have more. Sorry.
Yeah, more? That's
I hated that.
actually.
I hated that. I fucking hated that. Oh my God. No, I have more.
Okay, well, because I counted YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. I know that you have your own subreddit. There's more?
So, oh God, this is separate. Instagram, I have 191,000.
I didn't count Instagram.
And then Facebook, I have 430,000. Facebook is my biggest one. Yeah. So that's
Facebook?
the one. Yeah, Facebook, dude. Facebook popped off for me, and it's because no one was like, Facebook is that platform where people are still active on it, but also not everybody thinks to be active on there as a creator. So I got on there and I just started posting my stuff, and it went like super viral right away, where like everybody was following me. And now it's like slowed down because I think everybody's got kind of like gotten into Facebook and posting their content on there. But yeah.
I wouldn't have ever thought about Facebook. It is just mostly where I see people from my high school
Yeah.
playing conspiracy theories, or
I know.
my mom talking about whatever local news is going on in my hometown,
Yeah.
all the things. But I love that for you. I stand corrected. I apologize for that.
Don't apologize. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
But you are you're mostly like a watch along and reactions content creator. You built your platform starting with the pandemic. It looks like my little deep dive over here, and then you went pretty viral for talking about being power bombed.
Yes. Yes, that happened. I was streaming for a while, but I didn't get any traction. And one of my chatters was like, "You really got to post on TikTok." It's funny that one of my chatters had to tell me that just to get on TikTok. So then I finally got on TikTok. I posted a couple things, like before that Powerbomb video, but that Powerbomb video was really what brought me in the viewers. And then from that video, I responded back to the guys that were like shooting their shot to like powerbomb me. But I brought in my personality. I brought in, like who I am as a person. So that really helped me a lot. And then, yeah, I just capitalized off that. And now we're here. So it's been great.
I love it. Well, welcome to the Collins on the Rocks podcast. Usually we do a nightly episode, but today we are doing a morning episode because today is the WWE Royal Rumble, PLE, and because it's in Saudi Arabia, it's super early. I know that you're also on the West Coast, which not a lot of people are on the West Coast. What the heck?
I used to be on the West Coast up until 4 months ago, and now I'm in Ohio. So now I'm in the East Coast, but yes, I used to be in the West Coast where like at 9 a.m. I had to start streaming.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy because I mean, at least for me, I'm seeing you guys go live, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess things are starting as I'm leaving my day job.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to ask you a couple questions for the format of the Collins on the Rocks podcast. And guys, we only have an hour, so if you do have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. So the format of this is I'm going to say a couple or ask a couple generic wrestling questions. We'll play a little game and then maybe run down through some predictions for the Royal Rumble.
Cool.
Sounds good? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you drinking this morning?
I am drinking water. I know that your pod is Collins on the Rocks podcast, and I was like, damn, I wish this was at night because I would absolutely be drinking my wine or sipping on something.
Listen,
I'm
we'll have
very
to do a
tempted.
rundown.
I'm very tempted because I do have a seltzer in my in the fridge, and I'm like, I'm very tempted to get that one right
Mhm.
before this long stream. But what are you drinking?
So this morning I am a free drink Betty over here. So I made myself a screwdriver. Um, because I live in the Pacific Northwest, I'm using vodka from a distillery in Woodinville, which
Okay.
Woodinville is like wine country distillery. You know, it's on kind of like wider, greener pastures, not really city-esque, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, and then I also have a probiotic drink over here.
I love that. Okay, you know what? Okay, I could deal with one little seltzer that's like 4%. I'll go grab that.
Yeah, go
I'll be
grab
right back.
it. Go
I'll
grab
be right
it.
back.
Honestly, I'm super excited that I'm getting Minnie on the podcast because obviously she's so cool. She's got some great ideas. She has some of the best fans. Is that what you call? Is that what you call your viewers, your fans, your buddies,
Who?
the people that watch your content each week?
Oh, Minions.
The minions. Thank
The
you.
Minions. The Minions, but it has Minnie in it, so it's like Minions.
I
I
love that so
I thought it
much.
was clever.
Minions. That is really clever.
All right, I
I
got this neutral. There you go.
ooh. What
It's
flavor
vodka
is it?
seltzer. Classic cranberry.
Ooh. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
This is going to be such a great episode. So, Minnie, I was looking on your TikTok, I was looking on your Instagram, all the things. You started watching wrestling when you were about 12.
Mm.
Tell me what got you into wrestling. Why wrestling? Why just stick around?
Yeah, I say 12 because I know that's like the first wrestling memory, but I started watching at a very young age. The thing is, my dad never wanted me to watch wrestling ever. He thought it
Oh
was
my
a
God.
boys thing. Yeah, he was like, it's a boys thing. They were in the couch and I sat down and he was like, no, 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 it's a boys thing. And I come from a Hispanic household. So my dad was very, it's called like machismo. So in English terms, it'll be like they're very misogynistic when it comes to certain stuff.
Mhm.
And then he was just trying to get my brothers to watch it because of the divas. Like realistically, it was just because of the divas. Um,
Yeah.
and and what's funny is that I wasn't allowed to watch it, even though I enjoyed it for wrestling. Like I loved wrestling. I loved seeing Lita and Eddie Guerrero, and I fell in love with it
Mhm.
immediately. So as soon as I got my own TV, I just started watching SmackDown because we didn't have cable, but I kept up with SmackDown. And then when I reached a certain age to like actually have access to like Raw and pay-per-views, and it just became my life. And my only dream that I could remember growing up was to become a wrestler. It didn't pan out
Mhm.
that way, but but yes.
Listen, you're everybody's their own wrestler in their own capacity, whether or not you're taking bumps in the ring or on a live stream. Um, I don't know. I feel like you're very much in it. So you started streaming then during the pandemic. How did that come to be?
Yeah, right after the pandemic. It was, well, not after, I'm sorry, because pandemic was still happening during 2021. But at the end of 2020, so I was in school for mechanical engineering. I probably had like 2 more years left to get my degree. I had internships, but my mental health was in the gutter. I have ADHD and I have other I have other issues with this
Same.
brain. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you the tea. So I was spending a lot of money at the time. I didn't know that I had ADHD. I was spending
Mhm.
a lot of money to pay for Adderall just so I could focus on studying. And my mental health was in the gutter. I just didn't want to do it anymore, so I dropped out.
Mhm.
And I had a promising future in it too, but I just dropped out. And then I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do now? Like, am I just gonna? I was also a waitress, so I was like, should I just keep doing this or what should I do?
Mhm.
And then I just started streaming, and I was like, what can I do? Should I do video games? wrestling has always been a passion. Let me try to get into the wrestling creation, wrestling streamer game. And I'm
Mhm.
very, very humble and grateful that like something did come out of it. I'm still trying to be in a certain level like Santi, where like this is a career. You like, do you get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like he's making career money. So that's the goal right now. But I got into streaming because yeah, I was kind of like in a midlife crisis.
Some of the best decisions happen when you're in the middle of a midlife crisis. I love it. So do you prefer one company over the other? Do you love watching specific type of gimmick match? What is your favorite content to stream?
I love all wrestling. I don't really care for deathmatch wrestling. I've never been a deathmatch girly, mostly because I'm also like into extreme sports and I've had concussions and I know what that does to the brain. So
Mm,
for me, I don't like unprotected chair shots. I don't like anything
right.
that involves, like with the head. Um, but at the moment, and it's just gonna feed into Tony Khan is paying me. I gravitate more towards AEW. I like what AEW is doing. The fan base, like when it comes to like the sickos, they annoy me. um, but like and I mean like the true. I mean like the sickos, where
I
like
know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
which I figured because you laughed and I'm like like I can't even say, damn man, I don't really think that pay-per-view should have been like 5 hours. And then everybody's like, what do you mean though? What do you mean? Do you not like wrestling? I'm like, all right, whatever. like I just let it go. But AEW for me, I like the sort of storytelling that they do because they do in-ring storytelling and then
Mhm.
they do long-term storytelling too, which I really like. Like everything ends up connecting with each other. And for me, I've always been like that kind of person when it comes to stories.
Mm, I love that. What is your favorite storytelling in the ring, outside of the ring? What story is your favorite?
Timeless Tony versus Mariah May. Like that one was so legendary and epic.
Mhm.
I like the fact that I hated the Death Riders and John Moxley for so long, and then we had Adam Page win, and we're like, oh, finally we're out of like the Death Riders terror
Mhm.
reign, and then out of nowhere for the Continental Classic, I'm rooting for John Moxley, and I'm like, did you guys brain effed me, like you brain penetrated me. Why am I rooting for John Moxley? Dude,
Right.
I love it.
It's so funny. It's funny that you mentioned the John Moxley thing because my husband and I, we watch wrestling together. And so he's he's a little bit more like old school wrestling. Bret Hart is his favorite wrestler, so he much prefers that kind of wrestling. Whereas I love anything that is kind of mostly queer, mostly like other related, so like other kind of storylines, but mostly women related. So all the women storylines, but I just love John Moxley so much, and I love that switch that the moment that he lost the title at All In, it was like the fans suddenly were like, wait, no, we love John Moxley. We don't want the Death Riders to turn on him. Wait a minute. And so during that Continental Classic final at World's End, just seeing the crowd be behind him and not behind the people that they've been cheering for so long. I mean, especially with that match with Kyle, it was like, whoa, I was shocked. I was shocked that the crowd was totally mostly John Moxley. So
Yeah, me
I
too.
love that. Yeah. Um, you get a lot of, I mean, I
Hate.
guess, yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I wanted to say it nicer,
Oh,
but you
don't
do
worry
get a
about
lot
saying it nice. Just yeah.
of, you do get a lot of hate, and I don't want to say it's mostly because you're a woman or female presenting or young or someone attractive that they have feelings they need to resolve. But honestly,
Yeah,
that's
suppressed
the
feelings.
yeah, suppressed feelings. But how do you deal with that? Because you'll get thousands of people or thousands of comments or thousands of whatever, and people always have something to say. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I've always been the type of person, and every single time I say it too, I feel like people think it's like BS. But Most of it, the majority of it doesn't bother me. I have this sort of thing in life where it's like, if you're gonna hate me so much, and if your life revolves around searching up my name, like you're taking time to search up my name just to see what I recently post, just so you can comment underneath it and like put like a hate comment,
Mm-hmm.
that's not really a hater to me. That's more like a fan. But also, for me, I don't block you because it's like, my life is bothering you. Like, everything I post is bothering you so much, and I love that I'm existing in your world, cuz you can easily mute me, you can easily block me, but you still
Mm-hmm.
have me around. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I just continue to win in that aspect, because if I find somebody annoying, or if I don't like somebody's content, I block them. I move forward. I'm
Yeah,
not going to bother my life or my day with seeing their stuff, but they don't block me. They just keep coming back.
they keep coming back. That's always like the funniest thing to me, especially like when I joined Fightful, Overbooked, is that everybody has a comment about something. Like
Yeah.
if you love one thing, eh, they're gonna love the opposite of it.
Yeah.
And I I just think that a whole bunch of people have mommy issues. That's it. Like, you want me to mommy you, you know?
That it's also a lot of people that are afraid to do what the person's doing, so they're gonna hate on them. And
Yes.
and from like personal experience, because I've always wanted to be a wrestler, and this was in like my hater era, where like I wasn't even confident in myself. I used to
Hmm.
hate Ava Marie. I was like, how are you there when you don't even want to wrestle? And like I was literally the
Yeah.
hater, where I
Hmm.
even would be underneath her comment section. And then I ended up getting blocked. And listen, girl, go off, man. Like, I get it. I apologize. I used to be a hater. But like, I remember not being content. I remember not
Hmm.
being confident. I remember hating her because she's living out my dream. So now
Hmm.
that I'm in a position where I'm getting hate, I'm just like, it's probably just because you kind of want to do what I'm doing, but you don't do
Hmm.
it. And at that point, like, I can't do anything to help you with that. So
Amen. Amen. I feel it. So there are a couple people over here in the chat that I do want to acknowledge. Zach is over here saying National Hot Chocolate Day. Are you a hot chocolate fan?
no.
No. Okay. Next. We have Boricua Rampage over here saying, "You're like
Yeah.
Minion over
Yeah. That's
here."
speaking. Yeah.
I love that. I love it. Well, are you ready to play a game with me?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So this is a series of questions. They are in three different kind of categories. They do go a little bit deep. Any of the ones that are in action, because this is a physical game,
Mm.
I, I'm not going to make you do anything physical. So, you won't have to do like push-ups for me or like, you know, chug a beer.
Okay.
But are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the round. This is the easiest round. It's called perception, and we'll just do two per level, I guess. So this first perception card is, are you a morning person or a night owl, and why?
I used to be a morning person until I came here. How do I describe this? I'm a morning person still, but I don't wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning anymore. Now I'm waking up like at 9 or 10, and now I'm sleeping till like 2 in the morning. So I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle right now. I've always been a morning person, but now I'm kind of
Yeah.
like conflicted because my boyfriend is a night owl, so I'm kind of on his
Mm.
schedule now. So yeah,
It's funny. I used to be a night owl because I was bartending for most of my adult life,
yeah,
and so clocking out at 2 a.m. and then falling asleep by 4 a.m. was
yep.
not uncommon. And then I changed careers, and they want you in the office by 7:30, 8 a.m.
That's disgusting, though. I could be a morning person, but I have to be somewhere at 7:30. That's gross.
Listen, I'll show up, but I can't promise that I'm going to be like caffeinated or have
Yeah.
makeup on or like I'm only myself like up to a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
I get it. So on that same note, are you a coffee or a tea person, and do you like it sweet or unsweetened?
Unsweetened for both. I like black coffee, and if I drink
Mm.
tea, same thing. I don't put anything in it. I would say I'm more of a tea person than a coffee person.
Do you like it hot or iced?
Iced. My tea's hot, my coffee iced.
See, you get it. You get it. It's also a thing that I like to joke with my friend Jose is that because we're both part of the LGBT plus community or whatever, um, we only like iced coffee. That's
Yes.
all seasons iced coffee because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of
It could be
it's a
cold.
part,
Give it to
yeah.
me iced. Yeah.
It's a part of the gay agenda for sure. All right. Well, you did really great on the first round, so these are going to be a little bit harder. These are called a connection. So, all right. If you could have it your way, um, where would you be? What would you like to be doing? And wait, if you could have it your way, oh, who would you be with? Where would you like to be? And what would you like to be doing?
I will be main eventing WrestleMania against either Sasha Banks or AJ Lee.
I love these. These are the kinds of like unhinged answers that's like, yes, okay, I would love that to come to fruition because I support all your dreams, all women's dreams, delusions, all of it.
I
So,
love Delulu-ness. I love that. Also, my goal as a creator is to have a match with Mercedes Monet. So yes.
mm, well, if you hold a belt, she might come for you.
I
Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't like that. Card. That's one of those action cards. Okay. What is the lesson that took you the longest to unlearn?
to unlearn or understand.
Understand. I mean, it could be whatever you want. What lesson took you the longest to unlearn or learn?
Uh, being myself. I always thought that I was like weird. Well, I know I'm weird because I live with myself, but I never was like I I've been good being myself, but authentically myself, that was really hard to
Mhm.
do until like a couple years ago. Yeah.
Mm. It is really difficult to be yourself because it's the thing of you can't because I'm on the spectrum. I don't get things right away. I probably ask way too many questions and then it becomes off-putting. But it's the regard of okay, I like to mirror people's behavior. If you're where I want to be, I'm gonna emulate myself.
Yeah.
So if I start watching someone's content or if I start listening to especially accents, I'm going to start emulating myself. And then I feel, oh, I'm changing part of myself because this is where I want to be, which
Hmm.
to a degree, that's a great thing, but also could be really harmful
Yeah.
for your own sense of self because you're like, wait, am I here because I'm pretending to be something I'm not? Or am I here because I earned it? I got here by being myself. And honestly, I feel like when I first came on into the realm of content creation, I always thought that I had to be like super serious and like get to the point and only
Yeah.
share the facts and
Hmm.
don't share any of your charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, you know? But people want to see that weirdness, that quirkiness as part of you. And then I became the crying girl from Wrestle Dream.
Oh, you're the crying girl too? Hey,
Yeah,
I'm the other crying girl.
hey.
Hey, yeah. All right.
It's one of those things that I love posting reaction videos, especially when it's like I just have always done my reaction to everything. And that's why I love your content. I love Weezy's content so much because y'all are that is your true genuine moment. It's not filtered. It's not I've already processed this and let me post my reaction or response.
Yeah.
It is genuine to that moment. And I've always done that, and I always think it's so funny when people are like, "This isn't real. That
Yeah.
you're putting on a show. You're just trying to make content." It's like I posted it because I want.
Well, that or people are like, well, she clearly saw it and then recorded herself afterwards. Like, we're live. You can
We're
like
live.
we're live. Like click on the link. It's live. It's a live reaction.
Yeah. Hmm.
Especially they get triggered when you know who like this wrestler is, like
Hmm.
Tongaloa or something, and they get triggered because
Yeah.
they didn't know,
They
but
don't
you
know.
but you know, and they're like, oh well, she clearly saw this, and then she recorded, and then she's pretending that she knows. No, I knew, but
Hmm.
you didn't know, and now you're insecure, which is something
Hmm.
I would never fucking care if you knew or not, but you care so
Right.
much. Yeah.
And I always love it when creators are honest, especially when because a lot of like the Japanese wrestlers or the wrestlers from AAA or CMLL are
Hmm.
starting to like
Show
get
up.
bigger platforms, right?
Yeah.
And when people don't know them, that's kind of cool. I always think that's kind of
Yeah.
cool of like I don't know anything about this person. I didn't
Yeah.
know anything about like Persephone, or I didn't know anything really about Mystico. I've only heard like what the dirt sheets have said or what online blogs have said. But it's the fact of like going and watching those matches, watching, you know, why people are talking about them and why it's important. So,
Yeah.
oh, I love it. I love it. I assume you're younger than me. But what was your first like wrestling show or memory that you have?
The memory is just Eddie Guerrero and Lita on my screen. I
Hmm.
can't really pinpoint what it was. But that's my first memory. My first
Hmm.
show that I went to was a WWE live event in like 2016.
Hmm.
I'm 33. How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean we're only like 4 years apart. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that much. Yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up and my dad would. I mean, we watched wrestling mostly on Saturday mornings. But my dad was a huge Andre the Giant fan,
Oh.
so we were a fuck Hulk Hogan household since day one.
Mm. Love it. Love it.
I love that. Okay, so this is level three. This is more of a reflection round. This is more like intuitive questions for yourself to reflect. Um, if you don't want to answer one, let me know.
Okay.
Um, okay, so this says, when this game is over, I assuming about in life,
Yeah.
what do you want people to remember about you?
Like when life is over? Damn.
Yeah, when life is over, what do you want people to
Um
remember you by?
I just want I just want people to think of me in a way that I brought in some kind of like light into their life, some kind of like, oh, like Minnie would always make me laugh, or Minnie would brighten up my day when I had a bad day or something. That's what I really
Mhm.
want my content to be, which is why I'm not here rage baiting and doing all that, because I don't know, that negativity stuff is like fine to bring in the views and numbers, but at the end of the day, like your impact is that, like that's how people know you. Oh yeah, so it's that guy that's always saying negative stuff. Guy, but you get what I'm saying? Like it's like I'd rather make people laugh than just
Yeah,
rage bait.
I love that. I mean, speaking of which, I think that was like a huge moment of discussion, I guess, last week with TNA is seeing rage baiters come out and go, well, you're not a celebrity and nobody was talking about you. But it wasn't, hey, I'm so sorry that what I said made you feel this way. I am so sorry. I didn't mean for it to blow up like this. It's never that by some of these rage baiters. It's always accusatory. It's always you're just trying to like eh, humility comes a long way. And
Yeah.
I learned the hard way myself with especially other content creators who I probably wouldn't be friends with in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't. Um, but it's the thing of learning your niche and sticking to it. And I think you do a great job on that. So,
Thank you.
all right. Well, last question for this game. What is one thing that you want to let go of this year? And what's one thing that you want? to one thing that you want to let go this year, one thing that you want to, what does that say? Oh, I just think it's, never mind. I can't read. I took off my glasses earlier. But what's one thing that you want to let go of this year? And maybe what's one thing that you want to adjust or change or add to your life this year?
I definitely want to get rid of like the ugliness of being jealous or envious.
Mm,
That's one thing that I absolutely hate, that I know it's a human characteristic, but
yeah.
I absolutely hate feeling that way because I have to like snap myself out of it, and I'm like, it's okay to celebrate people's wins, and I do. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying that I like hate everybody winning. No, I celebrate everybody's wins, but there's
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm feeling very low about myself and I see somebody maybe got an opportunity over me, but I know that they were also in discussions with me. And then I see that, oh, wait. So at the end of the day, I didn't get that. And then I feel this sense of like jealousy and envy. And I'm like, damn. And then I feel like I'm not good enough. I hate that. And I want to get rid of that. And I've been
Mm,
doing it. I've been working on it. I read all the time about like mental health and stuff like that, like social sciences. So I'm working on that. Something that I would want to add into my life to be like positive is to just be more restrictive on how I spend my time, because sometimes I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna lay here for like hours and then I'll do that one thing later. And
yeah.
then I don't do it. Like last night I was supposed to record for Patreon and then I just watched Law and Order for like 7 hours.
Honestly, mental health is important. I do love those moments. Don't get me wrong. But I definitely feel you on that because I'm really bad when it comes to sticking myself to a schedule. I think it's also our mental illness over
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah. I get it.
Well, I think that you survived the game. This game is called Are We Really Strangers? I feel like we are less strangers now.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get to some predicting for this WWE Royal Rumble PLE. There are only four matches. However, two of them are the men's and women's Royal Rumble. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's start with the AJ Styles versus Gunther match. This is a career threatening match, which I have an opinion about. But who do you want to win and why?
I want AJ Styles to win.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for very obvious reasons. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, I thought he was definitely going to lose. But then with the promo that he did yesterday, talking about like, when I beat Gunther, then we're gonna start the AJ Styles retirement tour, and it's like, wait, what do you mean? I thought we were already
Yeah.
like, I was like, so either he
Yeah.
either he's just trying to like mess with our minds to like not be so definitive about him losing,
Mhm.
or like that's really gonna happen. I'm so conflicted, but I'm still go with Gunther wins.
I so here's the part that so I hate like career versus whatever match. I hate
Mhm.
anything that's like because for my heart, I can't take it. I go, no,
Yeah.
we cannot retire right now. We cannot do this. Also, sorry, my son Archer over here is trying
Oh,
to put in
yeah.
his questions. Um, But like I have such a feeling about AJ Styles because that's when I was watching TNA was
Mhm.
is the AJ Styles show. You know,
Yeah.
it everything that AJ Styles is and was and came to fruition is because of TNA and him going to New Japan and then debuting 10 years ago at the Royal Rumble, which is
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
to think that's 10 years ago. Um, but I don't like this stipulation, but based on that promo from last night, I go, oh, okay, so AJ Styles is gonna win. Um, and I have a feeling about it of like back to back retirement tours of like, okay, we just finished John Cena and now we're doing AJ Styles.
Mhm.
I don't think it'll be as I don't know grandiose as John Cena's was, where it was like uh, this many dates for this long retirement tour. But I don't know. I'm pushing for my AJ Styles. I really
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be a pin, knockout, or submission or disqualification?
It has to be a submission.
Yeah,
Gunther's gonna, yeah, like it has to end in a submission. But if AJ Styles wins, then I mean, for me, at least I think it should be like a DQ because
yeah.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think AJ should make Gunther submit.
I don't think that Gunther losing would harm him in the regards of like his position, but
Mhm.
it has to be some sort of trickery. There has
Yeah,
to be
S-
something,
some
something.
tomfoolery. Yes.
Speaking of tomfoolery, we do have Drew McIntyre, our undisputed WWE champion, versus Sami Zayn. Who do you have and why?
I have Drew McIntyre still winning. I think Sammy will lose and then enter at number 30.
Okay, I like that. I think it would be too early for Drew to lose. I
Hmm.
think he'll probably lose it maybe at Mania.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
don't I don't like the idea of him losing at Mania because I just feel like that's like three times now at Mania that he's had something not great happen.
Yeah, but that's
But
his career.
that's it. Yeah, this is his career. I don't want to see any interference in this match. I really want to
Yep.
see just wrestling, just these two at their peak. I don't want to see outside interference. Um, and I don't know. I love Daddy Drew. I really do.
Me too.
All right. So let's start with the men's Rumble match. They've only announced 22 participants so far. Who do you think?
Only
Only 22. Only 22. That leaves, for those who could do math, eight.
eight surprises.
Eight surprises. Who do you have winning?
I like this Royal Rumble because every single winner is like tricky. Like I'm like I don't have a
Yeah.
clear answer for any of this. For the men's, it's so hard. I'm gonna go. My initial prediction was who was my initial prediction? I forgot who. Oh, LA Knight was my initial one because Unreal is a damn work.
Yeah.
They're just working us. I think it's gonna be Finn Balor now though because he's not a part of the Rumble, which is so weird how he's not. Because
Yeah.
yeah, Damian Priest just like chose
Insert himself in. Yeah.
like okay, and then Brock Lesnar declares,
Yeah.
and then Miz is like, oh, I haven't officially declared yet, and it's like I thought it was full. Like, what are we doing here? So I think Finn Balor is gonna find a way to get in there and then win the whole thing.
I like that. I 2 weeks ago said Braun Breaker. For
Mhm.
sure, Braun
Mhm.
Breaker. He's coming in first. He's going to be that Iron Man. He's going to
How do you know he's coming in
somehow,
first?
I don't know.
Because they leaked it.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh my God. Well, they're on the train. So I definitely think it's. But here's the problem: is Cody's promo was like, "I'm gonna win it for a third time." I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like that is the kiss of death that you're gonna come in second. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Oh, he's. I don't think he's winning it, but I think he's going to be there for a very long time.
very long time, and then someone's gonna have a very big. I don't know. Okay, so who do you think is going to have the most eliminations in the men's rumble?
Oh, but Femi, but Braun Breaker could also get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm split. Is like it's either. I mean, that would be a great. Hey, this is a your first time on the main roster. Welcome introduction. What a great accolade for him.
Yeah.
Um, so who do you think is going to have the shortest elimination?
Kit Wilson. Unfortunately,
Oh,
I hate saying that, but it's like Kit
the
Wilson.
music is going to play. It's going to stop for a second, and then it's going to play again, and he's going to
As,
walk out, just like Mojo Rawley.
yep. I agree.
I like that. I like that. Any entrants from Legends, TNA, NXT that you see coming in?
For Legends, I'm gonna go with Kane, man. I've been on this. I've been
He's so
rewatching.
old.
I know. I've been rewatching all the Royal Rumbles, and Kane is always there. Then I'm like, you know what? Kane's just gonna be there. Like he's just gonna show up out of nowhere.
Great.
Also,
Great.
Saudi would be his audience. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they would love him. So
I
that's
mean, Saudi wanted Yokozuna, and they're like, well, but that
uh,
would be fine. That would be fine. I mean, there's 8 positions. There could be a legend. There could be something. I I really want to see Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry hasn't been announced for the Rumble, but
mhm.
I'd like to see that. Do you think Will Hobbs, Mr. Royce Keys, is going to debut here?
I do. I see it. There's a lot of meaty men already. Braun Breaker,
Mm,
Obafemi. I think Omos is gonna return. Bronson Reed is a part of it. I think we're just gonna have a spot where all the meaty men are just looking at each other. So yeah, I see it.
I'm, I'm into that. I am a big meat chant kind of
You
person.
are.
So I love them big boys. What are you talking about?
I love that.
Whoa. All right. I think that mostly covers everything in the men's rumble. Let's jump into the women's rumble. They don't have as many announced. Who do you have winning the women's rumble?
Liv Morgan.
I think that's
Yeah.
the more clear choice here.
Yeah.
Her cute little high pony last night was
Oh,
so
she
so.
serves.
I since she's come back, I feel like some can serve cunt and some can serve not. Um, and what I mean by is it's clearly their style. If this is not their style, I feel like Liv owns that style, and I
Yep.
love that she's from where I lived in New Jersey, so it's very like it feels very hometown for me.
Yeah, I love that.
I love it. Who do you think is going to be the runner up then?
The runner up,
Hmm.
Roxy.
Seeing those two together in the ring, I will cry. I will definitely cry.
Yeah, yeah, I don't. There's so many. The thing is too with the women, like, oh my god, like anybody could really last for a very long time there.
Right.
Chelsea Green, I think, is more fitted for a Miss Money in the Bank because she's just gonna absolutely like
Mm.
kill that character. So that's why she's
Mhm.
not my pick. But Liv Morgan, I just feel like it's kind of I don't know. That yeah, that's like the clear cut answer. I don't know.
What did you think of was it Michael Hayes who was basically saying that she doesn't have main event talent or
Yeah.
whatever?
So it's not on the board, but I usually have a dumbass list on my board, and, and it's for like my community who are being dumbasses, you know.
Hmm.
But the honorary mention on that's not a part of my community is Michael Hayes because of what he said. I think it's I think some people are sort of outdated. I think there's certain
Yeah.
positions that maybe you like I'm not an advocate for people like losing their jobs or anything, but maybe we got to find a different position, like a
Maybe
different
part
position.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like maybe
Oh,
part
yeah.
time or something, or you could do something else. But saying that Chelsea Green is not at the level of Charlotte Flair, I think is BS because it's like, we'll make her because she's definitely over.
It's
You
your
guys,
show.
it's your show. You have like this is a company that puts in so much effort into making someone a star, yet in your mind you're like, well, that's not her job, but like you could also just make it happen because she is extremely over, and you just said she is somebody that you can give any gimmick to and she will absolutely do
Mm,
like a phenomenal job with, but yeah, she's not main event talent.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. Unfathomable. Okay. Any surprise entrance in here?
For women, because it's in Saudi and I assume they would want legends, I would say Trish Stratus,
Mhm.
um oh, Paige and
Yeah.
Brie Bella.
Yeah. I would think that those ones would be coming out. Who else? Who else is I thinking? Um, uh, I don't think that Natty has been announced for the Rumble,
I don't think so
so I
either.
think we'll see Natty, and I think we will also see a returning Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca too.
I like that. Who do you think is going to have the most eliminations?
L- I said Lash Legend in my predictions,
Hmm.
even though I think it was her, what, like last year? I think it was her last year.
Yeah, it was last year. Gosh,
Uh,
it seems forever ago.
yeah. I'm gonna still go with Lash.
Okay, I love that. Who do you think is going to have the shortest elimination?
Chelsea Green. Yeah.
If they did that, I would love to see the fans get behind Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
even more.
Mm-hmm. Same.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Any entrance from TNA or NXT?
TNA and NXT, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Leon Slater from TNA, since clearly, I think he's just
Mm,
WWE talent at
absolutely.
this point. um, Mike Santana maybe, and
Yeah,
yeah, those are because I could add like Blake Monroe, Ethan Page, and stuff like that. But the fact that there's already 22 men announced, I'm like those 8
yeah.
spots are like going to be coveted. So I don't really know on the men's side.
I don't know. I don't know. And who do you think is going to be the Iron Woman for the women's match?
I want to go with Roxy.
Roxy would be a great one because in years past we've had Natty, we've had Bailey, we've had Bianca, we've had Rhea. I
Mhm.
believe we've had Io. So I think it's time. I think it's
I
time
think it's
for
that.
Roxy.
Hmm.
What do you think's opening the show?
The women's.
And do you think that the men is gonna main event?
Yeah, which actually I don't know because then that means the women's. Well, yeah, the women's rumble opens and then we have the two matches and then the men's main event. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think yeah.
That's like a very formulaic.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think the men or the women is going to be longer?
Men's,
Yeah.
men's, yeah, yeah. And I say it because it's like they're mostly going. I'm sure they're main eventing, and Roman's entrance takes like 5 minutes alone. And then we got Jay Uso, who's probably gonna run it back. Like it's like I just think for them, it's just strictly like a lot of long entrances, spots that they have to do. So yeah.
Honestly, I don't think you're wrong. And I love this is what I love leading up to any PLE or pay per view or whatever is that we get different kinds of media content from them, and I expect a lot for Roman Reigns because he did shoot on Solo Sikoa, so I expect there to be a very emotional elimination there. So
With Solo,
yeah,
I didn't see the
we
shoot,
got.
so I don't know.
Oh, he basically was like, hey, I've taken all this time off, and gosh, what did he say? It was like I've taken all this time off, and it's plenty of time for the young talent to come in and main event and get over. But
Yeah,
if they need me to get over, what does that say about that? Or it's something like that. I can't remember.
yeah, good.
It was on Pat McAfee's show, and I was like, I feel like that's like a straight shoot on Solo because it's a
Yeah,
shoot.
and
Yeah.
it could be because I did the only thing I saw from that was where he talked about like the booking, um,
Yeah.
and then he talked to like he gave praise to Nick Khan, but like did not mention
Yeah.
Triple H at all. But it's true because it's like, and it's no disrespect, CM Punk deserves this world championship reign, but like the main event scene, they're all like seasoned talent, and
Right.
the only young star I see them pushing is Braun Breaker. That is it.
Correct.
That's insane. And then on the women's side, it would be Tiffy. But I think the women have a like I think with them they have a better direction with like who are the next stars, like Stephanie, Roxy, like they have a clear-cut direction.
Hmm.
But when it comes to the men, Braun Breaker.
Yeah. I totally get it. Archer agrees. Archer agrees.
Yeah.
Well, if we have run out of time, Minnie, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope that we could come back and dive a little bit deeper. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Mini Portable everywhere. That is my name on social media. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Mhm. Well, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you, and remember, like, share, subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live. And if you want Minnie back on the show, just let us know. I'm a one woman show over here. But I appreciate you and have a wonderful day and happy Royal Rumble.
Happy Royal Rumble.
All right. Bye everyone.